My name is Emma Wallace, and I'll be your host for tonight. Tonight we have a really good show tonight. Our guest is blah, 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 and he will be joining us later. Actually, it'll probably be never, but that's okay. We do have some really big news from Wisconsin, which we all know is our cheesiest state. Haha. Well, Scott Walker, the governor there, may or may not be running for president. I'm sure you're very interested. No, not that Walker. No, that's a hockey player who plays for the Mavericks. No, that's a White Walker. There we go. This is Scott Walker, the new Republican darling of the presidential race. Let the Fox News buzz commence for this Republican candidate.
And the way he took on the question of his lack of a college diploma. Governor Walker, who dropped out of Marquette in his senior year to take a job, reportedly saying he sees not having that kind of, quote, bullet point on his resume as a...
Wait, this guy wants to be our next president, and he doesn't even have a college degree? All right, let's hear what he has to say and why he thinks this is a good thing.
Plus, because more than 60% of Americans don't have a college degree. One Republican lawmaker...
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're pulling the I'm an everyday American move? Okay, I get it. You're Scott from down the block, the guy that probably wants to have drinks with me sometime. Yeah. I guess it's not a bad approach. I mean, it worked for this guy. No one would guess that Junior here is a Yale graduated, Harvard business degree kind of guy if they looked at his time in office. I mean, there's no question about what he wrote in his application for president. Okay, so tell me more about how you're this average American guy, Mr. Walker.
One of Scott Walker's campaign speeches talked about how the shirt he was wearing, the sweater he was wearing, he got at Kohl's on sale for $4 or something. He's a right.
Hey, I mean, there's nothing wrong with shopping at Kohl's. I mean, that shirt probably kept him warm when it was cold at night. But, I mean, Fox does have a point. We've had 8 U.S. presidents that have never gone to college. The problem is that the last one who didn't go to college was from 1989. And let's face it, if we all had a mustache like Grover Cleveland, would any of us really go to college? College, you say? I know, super cool mustache. This brings us to the crucial topic of, wait, let me see that picture again? I mean, that means that Andrew Jackson was president till 1937. That's 108 years. Oh, that number sure makes FDR's 13 look pretty relaxed in comparison. I mean, I know Jackson was the president of the people or whatever, but, I mean, people at that time must have thought, let's try something new. So, let's see what else Fox has to say on this topic.
I've known a lot of people with college degrees that I would never want to hang out with. They're complete... I can't say that, can I?
You can't say that, Mr. Mike Baker, former covert operations officer with the CIA. I'm just kidding. You can say whatever you want. I don't have anything to hide. But, Fox, you're missing the point. You said it yourself. 60% of Americans don't have a college degree, and we can't even get the funding for a preschool program. Yes, there are people against giving children a better chance at succeeding at school. I mean, when you look at the numbers, that the average college student comes out $30,000 in debt, it seriously makes you question whether education is worth it. And as a country, we shouldn't be putting a price tag on our children's education. We should be supporting them until there's a degree in their hands. Every student deserves to have access to a higher education. It really makes you think, America, about whether you want this man to be running the country, especially if he does not know how or is not interested in supporting the next generation of college graduates. For more on this topic, we're going to go to our senior education correspondent, Brianna Williams.
Hi, Emma. Thanks for having me.
No problem. All right, let's get to it. A president without a degree, okay or not okay?
Oh, well, Emma, this is a good thing. We don't need a president with some fancy piece of paper that he paid thousands of dollars for. We need a president who embodies good, wholesome American values, such as huge support from Koch brothers and the polarization that has happened between political parties since Mr. Scott here got into office in Wisconsin. Plus, employees don't need collective bargaining rights. Also, as that law thing that helps Americans with or without college degrees bargain for better working conditions. Future President Scott's record shows that he understands what the rich want, and he is willing to give it to them. That's all America pretty much needs.
So you think this is a good thing?
Of course it's a good thing. I mean, we have found ourselves a man that knows the people, and if he doesn't think that education is important enough to continue, maybe he is the smart one and America supports him.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess we'll just have to see how this whole election candidate thing works out for Mr. Walker here. You know?
I guess so, but I see it being a good thing.
All right. Well, that's us for the Daily Show. That is the end.